Hi guys, I'm here today to do the Perfect Palette 2 video, and as last time I did the budget version again. I'm going to do that because I don't believe in buying high priced makeup. I can't justify it, and I feel like you can get just as good quality in a lot of the cheaper brands, but people just seem to stick their nose up, I think. So anyways, yeah, let's just get straight into it. Again, I apologise, it's incredibly dark. This is winter in England. Anyway, so the first question is, do you like it when a palette comes with an eyeliner, a brush, or nothing? And I'm going to say nothing. I've used to, when I was younger, I used to like the brushes, you know, like the little spongy things that came with a lot of palettes. But I don't use them now. I have my own makeup brush set that I just use. And eyeliners, I don't tend to use pencil eyeliners. I tend to just use gels or liquids, so you don't really get them with a lot of palettes anyway. So yeah, none. The next question is, sorry, I'm reading them all from down here. A palette you've hit pan on, and the palette I've hit pan on most is going to be used for another question. So we're just going to go for the most ridiculously coloured palette that I've hit pan on, and I've actually broken it. It's battered, this palette. That's this one. This is Bright Eyes Electric Beauty by Technic. This is the top of it. I've broken it horribly. As you can see, I've hit pan on the orange, the like maroony colour, and the bright purple. And I've used pretty much every colour in this palette. It's absolutely bad. Had it ages, and this was like £1.50, £2, and great. Love it. Love every colour. So that's the first one. Then we have your favourite naked palette, and so like your favourite neutrals palette. And for me, neutrals is not what everyone else assumes neutrals is. Like, I don't use like brown colour eyeshadows. Like, I don't use that kind. The neutrals to me are like greys and blacks, and so I'm going to go for a palette that I spoke about in my last video. And this is the palette I've actually hit the pan on the most, and that is the Starry Night palette by Makeup Academy. This to me is a neutral palette. Vicky, it's got blues, pinks and purples in it. Yep, this is a neutrals palette to me. I don't do neutral colours. I just do like there's a lot of silvery, grey, black colours in this, and those to me are my like neutral colours that I will then use with like one of the other colours to mix into a look. I don't actually use like any sort of brownish shade. I find them boring, and I just think, why am I using skin coloured eyeshadows when my skin is already skin coloured? That's just me. So that's my idea of neutral. The next one is your favourite holiday or special edition palette, and I don't think this is special edition, I'm pretty sure they still sell it now, but it's a holiday themed palette, as it is a Halloween palette. So you probably already know what I'm talking about if you see my channel. I apologise that the mirror is going to be horrendously glary. But that is the Give 'em Nightmares palette from Makeup Revolution. This palette just has like all the colours that I could ever desire, and I've just dyed my hand. This palette is just... This is just me in a palette, like all the darkest, scariest colours, all in one, a lot of shimmers and a lot of mattes. It's just perfect. I love it. I want to keep showing you it, but it's just got this massive mirror on, and I don't want to blind people. But yeah, just absolutely stunning palette. These are the kind of colours that I will look for in a palette. Yeah, and now I have green hands. It seems the green shadow has gone everywhere. The next question is a palette you would repurchase or have a backup of, and if for that I've kind of gone for an obvious choice. I've already said it, Starry Night. It's just so perfect. I don't really tend to rebuy the same like eyeshadows again. I just usually move on to a new obsession. So I haven't actually really ever repurchased one, but if I would, out of the ones I own, it would be Starry Night, because it's just such a staple for me. The next one is a shade you wish was sold separately, and I actually kind of got my wish. Again, massive mirror in this palette. So this is a Primark palette that I got a while ago, and as you can see, I've hit pan in this purple shade, and what I really wanted was a matte version of that purple, and it exists. It's this little thing. It's called Deep Plum 17, and it's actually from Poundland, their exclusive makeup line, which is called Makeup Gallery Colour Story. And apparently I can't touch the mirrors on my palettes because they just get covered in eyeshadow. So yeah, this little beauty is the matte colour of that shadow that I wanted. I'm actually wearing it on my lid today. Hopefully you can see that. I'm just really happy. There's another shade though that I do wish I could buy individually, because I get the feeling that it's going to be the first to go in this palette. Even though now looking at it, I feel like it may be the second to go. But this is the one that I really want anyways. I don't know what it's called, but it's in the Mermaids vs Unicorns palette by Makeup Revolution. This like, it's like a maroon, again maroon. It's like a maroony, sparkly, just beautiful shade, metallic kind of thing. I don't know what it's called, but I love it. So that one. Then the next one is Wildcard. Pick a question from the last palette that you could answer differently now. From the last palette, from the last tag even. And so for this one, I've gone for one that I kind of was a bit rubbish at last time, because I don't really own a lot of things like it, and that was the best names of shadows. So I've gone for the, again, massive mirror, Mermaids Forever palette by Makeup Revolution. This palette has names after mermaidy things. So like there's like seashell, and there's urchin, there's princess, starfish, pink sea, ocean, prince, mermaid, fishtail, undersea, you know, all those kind of like mermaidy themed colours. This is the little like thing that I'm reading off that has all the names on it. So yeah, I like the fact that it actually has the mermaid theme. Only shame is that there's one called Ariel, and we all know how I feel about Ariel. Yeah. The last one is recommend a palette to a friend. So which one would you recommend? And for this, I've kind of gone for one because it's like a good palette to have all round, and that is my eBay 120 colour palette. I'm saying it's my eBay one. I didn't actually buy this, my friend bought me it, but this is the kind of one that you like would see on eBay with all the colours. Like, I just think it's a good one to recommend because it's got every kind of colour you would want. You know, it's got a little bit of neutrals in, and it's got a lot of actual colour in. And to be honest, every single one of these you see on eBay, there's ones with more neutral than colour and more colour than neutral and such. So you could probably get a beautiful combination that way. Mine is called La Rock Premium Makeup. And yeah, my friend bought me this for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I love it. And the shadows aren't the best quality, but as soon as you use a primer, that pretty much clears up, you know, most of the problems. Yeah, a couple of chalky, but what do you expect? It's from eBay and you get a lot. So yeah, this is my budget perfect palette too. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully I have shown you some cheaper alternatives to palettes that have been suggested. I'm now covered in eyeshadow from picking up all my palettes. Apparently I get my mirrors very dirty. Never mind. Thank you for watching. Bye.